LeetCode problem number 12, a medium level problem, taking an integer input and outputting a Roman numeral string equivalent. Following the highlighted rules here in blue, as well as the chart here of symbol and value. So take note of those. We're going to jump over to VS Code and go over the solution with the best time complexity, the highest upvoted solution in Python. So here we have, they created a list of tuples that reflects this chart here that was listed on the problem, as well as additional values here that were mentioned in those bullet points. So that's the key here, is you definitely need to think about what values need to be included here and check for as you are building your Roman numeral output. Those are the list of values necessary. Then you have the return value here, an empty string, and the looping mechanism here is an external outer looping mechanism to loop through all of the items and tuples within this list, gaining access to both the integer value and the character at the same time. And then you're using an internal while loop to continually check the k value, which is the integer value in this string integer pairing, against the number that was given as input. If k is lower than the current value of the num, then you're adding the Roman numeral, and then you're subtracting that value from the integer input. Let's go through the debugger here. It'll be a lot easier to visualize, and then that'll be that. So right off the bat, what we're doing is we're checking this first key value pair, the 1000 integer and the uppercase M. It's going to be less than, and so we're just going to continually adding those strings to the return value here. So make note to look in the upper left hand corner of the screen with the variables here, so you can get a real-time look at the value of num and as well as your return value here. So let's continue on. It's going to continue to add m's until 1000 is no longer less than the total value of number, and so then it's going to kick out of the while loop and then continue in the for loop until it finds another value that is less than, and then it keeps going and going and going until you end up having the num equals 0, and then you have your return value string Roman numeral. This was Grover with Blue Collar Codes. Again, a medium level problem on LeetCode, number 12, integer to Roman numeral. Thanks for joining.